Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Thursday, the 9th of March. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. We're here again. We're having a go again. My word, we are due something, I tell you. Oh, it's painful. Honestly, today, depending on you watch this, Wednesday's results are absolutely painful. There are days where you're just like, oh, it's part of the gig, and days where you're like, that's just one horse, very close winner at a nice enough price, and then nothing else really gave us anything to cheer. It was dire. So we had a bit of refunding from non-runners and abandonments, but yeah, 20 on 453 back is what it was. I had worse days, but it didn't feel very nice at all today. So Thursday, what have we got Thursday? Thursday's the day of big prices. There's quite a number of horses that nothing. I wouldn't say there's anything I've got that's super special, like stand out. So we're not quite at the level where the other week on the whatever it was, the Monday or Tuesday, whatever it was, it was Thursday actually in the comments. Whatever day it was, where I put two really big prices and I quite like them. I've got some equally good prices, not quite as good on the same level. But yeah, if it goes off tomorrow, it will go off big. But we also could lose it all. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. But Thursday's a risky day with some big prices. I've gone full stake £20 on it, and first race 115 Southwell. We've also got the risk of all the afternoon meetings have got inspections. The only one that's not got inspection at the moment is Newcastle in the evening. So yeah, we're running the gauntlet about abandonments again, so I've had to slightly factor that into the staking plan as well. If it wasn't for the abandonment, I'm going to mention some side bets as well, but if it wasn't for the abandonments, I would be much stronger on the side bets I'm going to mention. So we'll spin through Wednesdays, then we'll get to Thursdays, and then a quick Cheltenham update. I need to do another Cheltenham update. So 20 on 453 back. What did we have? Win Trixie that was dire, all small fields, didn't get a winner, rubbish, absolute rubbish. Then we had Bet 2, we had Catterick abandoned, Fontwell non-runner, so complete refund of £3 back in the kitty for that one. And then, yeah, the big bet, rubbish, apart from hiatus, 40p rule 4, it's SP'd at 16, very nearly won. But yeah, that's the only horse we had in there. The others, I was really disappointed. I really quite like that bet. So yeah, not great. And then combination double, ropey as so it was all pretty much bad. So we'll march on to Thursday with our tail between our legs. Well, I say my tail between my legs. Don't know about you. But yeah, what I would give to have a nice day this week to set us up for Cheltenham. I really, yeah. Just the betting gods, if you're listening, I think we've been all right. You know, I think we're due one. If you can help us out, it would be helpful, please. Not quite at the begging stage, but yeah, it really would be nice. Okay, so what do we need? We need a risky day. That's just what you wanted me to say. It's a really risky one on Thursday. You might get excited about the prices. You might think, well, he's up. He hasn't got a clue. Last Thursday, whatever it was, 125s and 66s, they were the two, they both placed. Nice. That would be good if we could repeat the trick. So, we're starting here, we've got 4 bets, 115 Southwell. So, these are all meetings that have got potential to be abandonment, so I kind of factored it in. If we lose a meeting, it's a viable bet, I'm still good with it. So, 115 Southwell, Pyrenea, 28 to 1. 240 Wincanton, Pontresnia, 40 to 1. 335 Southwell, Iron Sheriff, 20 to 1. 340 Thurles, Flash the Lights, 8 to 1. So 20p each way, lucky 15. Sky Best, Coral or 365 are your next best. And then you'll see what I've done on some of these. I've marked them a little bit. So where I've got what did I do it as? Red mark. So the Pontresnia's got both marks on. That's one. If you've got a Betfair account, there's 5 horses I've marked here that if you go into the extra place market on Betfair, if anyone's got Betfair, it does work for Paddy too. They just often don't have the same, not quite as good prices. Betfair usually a little bit better. But yeah, if you go into the place market, so for instance this one, I think you can get that placed top 5, and there's basically 5 that are particularly good. If you go to the highest amount of places you can take for them on Betfair, there's 5 of them that if you've got an account and you want to have a little dabble, the thing with it is if it wasn't for the abandonment, I'd say really would be worth doing it, but it's just a risky one, because if you lose a couple of them, suddenly you've got a little bit more stake on. But there's 5 of them, really nice prices for that market. The green marks are the ones where if you've got a 365 account, I'm suggesting to you that the extra places on there, that's where you'd want to have a look at those horses as well. So there's quite a few of these where extra place market, so I'll be having a right dabble on 365 extra place market with some of these, doing them as singles, so that if they are abandoned, you get your money back. But Pontresina, that's one worth looking at side markets. They've got then, I have got a combination double at Southwell. And there's always debate, Southwell and Southwell. I watched a video about it. 75% of people who live there said it was Southwell. so that's why I'm sticking with Southwell. 115, Pyrenea 28s and Jeans Mate 12s. And then the 335, Iron Sheriff 20s, Seattle King 12s. 4 times 25p each way doubles. Sky Best, Coral 365 next best. £2 is your bet. Both those races are 5 places on Sky. So yeah, really nice place to be if you can, if you've got a Sky account. Appreciate not everybody has these days, particularly if you've been following the channel. Right, bet 3, big prices. Here we go. So 3 at Thurles and 1 at Carlisle here. So 305 Thurles, Ella Rose 66s. It's not a great race from a point of view of the amount of field sizes for place terms, but 66 is a price worth going at with that. We've then got the 340 Thurles. Sky are standout on that at the moment. One More Lass, 125 to 1, rank outsider. There's 3 bits of form that would give that horse a chance, and when they've got 3, I like it. So it's a very weak race. So yeah, although that's not done much recently, I think on the good ground over 2 miles, most bookmakers are paying 5 places, but 125 to 1, that is the biggest price, but it's also the value horse for the day. One More Last 125s. Then the 508 Carlisle Noble Affair 66s, quite a few bookies are 4 on that. And then the 525 Thurles Sequestered 40 to 1. That's come in, I think it was 66s in places when the market's opened. 40s is what it was on Sky. So not a lucky this bet. I've broken it down partly because of the prices, partly because of the risk factor. So I've got 6 times 20p each way doubles, 4 times 10p each way trebles, and 4 times 35p each way singles. That all would add up to £6. So a usual stake. I've just broken it down with a lower risk factor. Sky Best, and then either 365 or Paddy is my recommended next best for bet 3. And the top 3, not sequestered, the top 3, again, extra places on 365 and the place market on Betfair. But all 3 of those in there. Sequestered, not so good when you start playing it like that. I wouldn't recommend that. But the other 3, yeah, all good on that front. And then we're going to finish off Newcastle, where there isn't currently an inspection, but who knows, it's going to change. It's in the north of England and there's been some snow about, so it's a sole Newcastle even yet. So if everything else has gone down the day, here's our saver bet, and we've got another big old price in there. 545 Casaluna 25s, 7 horses. There's a few bookies. 365 Coral, I think it's Hills, Betfred are 3 places, which is really good on that. For 7 runners, Sky as well as that. So 25 to 1, 7 runners, 3 places. I like that. 615 Dingle, that's the shorty of the day, 7 to 1. 645 Our Dicky, 14 to 1, and then we're going to finish off with another monster price. 715 Churchill Bay, 80 to 1. Again, Betfair place market, Bet365 extra place market, worth having a look at on that one. 18 pence each way, lucky 15, and we've got a 30p each way single on Churchill Bay. Again, £6 is your bet. Sky Best, 365 Coral next best. All right, that is it. But yeah, as you can see, there's 7 or 8 basically massive prizes in there. We can come back crying after that, or we just a couple of them connecting, and it'll give us a good day. But they're worth going at, but they're in there. One more last 125 to 1. It's not quite as good as the 125 to 1 last week that got backed in and did get a place. But I do think that's worth a go, definitely. I would, if I give you a ballpark figure, how much value's in it, I'd probably take that down to 22, 25 to 1. Probably lower than that, I might leave it possibly 20s, because it is a really, really weak race. So maybe even 20s, possibly, for a horse that's currently 125 at Sky, 100 most places, just to give you a bit of an idea. All right, that's that. Cheltenham update. I haven't done the Cheltenham video yet. I'm nearly there with it. So what I'm going to do is the Cheltenham video, the last Cheltenham video, is going to come out tomorrow night. So that's Thursday night. And then the video for Friday selections is going to be Friday morning. So it'll be next video, Thursday night will be the Cheltenham video, and then Friday morning will be Friday's selections. So that is my plan to try and get it done. Because I've been doing more work on it tonight, but then because I was expecting, to be fair, Thursday not to be so great, and then it's taken me a bit of a while because there's a few little nuggets hopefully lying around there. So yeah, I will get it out, I promise. And so Cheltenham Thursday night video, and then Friday morning for Friday selections. That is the current trajectory. I think, the other thing on Cheltenham, so day one, next phase declarations came out. So a couple of the ones from the earlier videos that I put out as non-runner no bet specifically, which was Tell Me Something Girls and Echo and Rain, have now confirmed not to run in those races I put them out as. So if you've done those bets on those, you should have got refunds today. So make sure you have a little look for that. So Echoes in Rain, I put up for the Champion Hurdle as a non-runner no bet, and Tell Me Something Girl for the Mares Hurdle, non-runner no bet. I also did a freebets.com one, Hidden Heroics, which was due to run, I think, the National Hunt Chase. That as expected, that's now missed. That's not been in the declaration phase. So that, again, I think was advised as non-runner no bet. So you should have 3 there if you've done any of my selections where you should have been refunded. So just double check your accounts that you've got the money back in from those ones. The main 2 there that were non-runner no bet, they were put out as speculative. If they did run in those races, they would be worth a bet. But if you've got your money back, then no one's too worried about it. All right, I think that is it. But what I would give to have a nice day on an actual video, it would be good. All right, we'll see. Thursday's around the corner, and let's just hope and pray it's good, and hope and pray we don't lose like 2 meetings and it all goes a bit awkward and complicated. Anywho's, I'll be back Thursday night for Cheltenham, Friday morning for Friday selections. That is me for now. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.